match all your devices. So visit any of the cell locations near you. The Cell. Life is mobile.
Authorized partners of Digicel, Samsung, and Apple.
Located on Granby Street, St. George. Digicel flagship stores, Melville Street, St. George, Grenville, St. Andrew, Spiceland Mall, Grenada.
Power Central on Power 95.1.
Hi.
Energy by afternoon.
So once again, we got to say good afternoon to everyone that is locked on the Power 95 right now. Shout out to everyone that is live on the Facebook and the YouTube platform. It's been a minute since I touched the platform, so shout out to everyone. Hope everyone is having a good day so far. Like I said a little bit earlier, we are jumping inside of the studio right now with Miss Shola Roberts. Lots to talk about, so we're going to get right into it. Shola, what's up? What's going on?
Thank you for having me today. I am so excited to be here. So let's go.
First time inside of Power 95?
Yes, man, and it's vibes.
It's power. All right, so welcome. Today we are talking Dance Grenada 2022. But before we get into that, tell us a little bit about Shola Roberts. Let's start right there. Everybody know my annoying voice already. So who is Shola Roberts?
Who is Shola Roberts? Well, I am Shola K. Roberts, a proud Grenadian, a proud lover of the arts, proud dancer. And I firmly believe in just advocating and providing a space for up-and-coming artists and just individuals who have a passion for the arts and dance and fusing those two together. You know, I love my island and I will do anything to showcase its illustrious self.
Nice. I see you well decorated today. All right, so you don't live in Grenada right now, though.
I currently do not reside in Grenada, but you can ask any one of my friends. They like to say, "You live here?"
Because you always here.
Because I'm always here, you know. But
Yeah.
I like to say Grenada is my home. I will always come back. I'm always thinking of ways to put back into my country. And, you know, one of the reasons why I'm here today. So
Listen, I've never heard anyone disown the Spice Island.
yeah. You understand?
People disavow from a lot of countries, but not the Spice Island. All right, so we're talking Dance Grenada 2022.
Yeah,
Tell us a little bit about that and tell us about your involvement in that as well.
Yeah, definitely. So I am the founder and artistic executive director of Dance Grenada. And Dance Grenada was founded in 2020, the year of the pandemic, right? And my goal or my vision was, again, fusing my two passions together. So I am a dancer and I love the art of dance and it has sustained me and given me life. And then I've also believed that Grenada has contributed to who I am as a person. And so how do I bring those two entities together? And how do I then provide that for those who are coming up behind me or those in my circle? How do we create this network? So Dance Grenada is an organization that is rooted and grounded in creating a network for local dance artists and Grenadian dance artists to have this group that can share best practices, that can learn from each other and, you know, possibly use each other to push this agenda forward.
Definitely. So the 2022 edition, let's dive right into that.
Yeah. Let's talk about it.
Let's dive right into that. What can we expect this year? Tell us a little bit about it and what can we expect?
Yeah, most definitely. So this year's theme is called Finding Our Power in Joy and Resistance. And where that stemmed from was the fact that for 2 years we've been isolated from each other, right? And in those 2 years, a lot of people started paying attention to their mental and emotional health, as well as we started seeing things that were happening politically and socially in our communities. And so people were taking a stand. And so how do we use what it is that make us happy as a form of resistance? And how do we find power in that? And how do we use that to mobilize us as a people to keep us going forward? At the end of the day, you know, there has been setbacks. There are things that have tried to bring us down. But at the end of the day, we are a strong people. So how do we use these entities to uplift each other and keep us moving?
Right. And in terms of the target, I know you said dancers, but are we talking dancers who have already taken root, have have a little exposure and all of that? Or are we talking young dancers, senior dancers, whatever level they're at?
So I like to say that this festival is open to all lovers of the arts. If you love dance, if you love music, I encourage you to be a part and to register. We have folks ranging from ages 7 in the past 2 years. This is our first year on the island, by the way. So for the first 2 years, we functioned in a virtual space, and we've had people who were 7 years of age to 57 taking classes and
Wow, okay.
participating in the panel discussions. So it's not limited to a specific age group. It's for us to create this community, because at the end of the day, our elders have brought us forward, right? And so we also learn from the young people with their innovative ideas. So how do we create that space to make that happen? And so the festival is open to all lovers of dance. If you train in contemporary, modern, we have a diverse array of classes. So traditional West African, we have Renee Arnaud, who's from Trinidad, who will be teaching hip hop. We have Akosawa Akoto, who will be teaching traditional West African. We have someone based in the stateside who's given us that more modern contemporary style of dancing, in addition to myself. And we even have some of our local practitioners, Cecilia Griffith and Keith Williams, who will be bringing and showcasing and highlighting, Grenadian folk dance, something that I think is so true and near and dear to us as a people.
So it's not specific to just one type of
No,
dancing.
no, we are calling everyone, because at the end of the day, if this is something that we say that we love, we should all study it, right? We continue to learn, and we continue to learn from each other. And so it's not specific to one dance style. We can all learn from this experience as well. And in addition to the panel discussions, and I just wanted to talk about that as well, because oftentimes people think that the practical or the practicum aspect of dance is all we do. No, we engage in dialogue.
Right.
And one of the panel discussions that I am truly excited about is called the psychological implications of dance within Grenada and beyond. Right. So how do we use dance as a tool of healing and making folks aware of their mental state and emotional state? And then how do we share that information with our younger ones and possibly implement that into the schools?
Right.
So it's a very, I believe it's a rich weekend.
Now, I mean, being in the entertainment industry, I have worked with a lot of dancers,
Mhm.
and one of the cries I usually hear is, "We need more. We need, we need seminars. We need just to come together and just do more." But what pushed you to want to do more? What pushed you to actually take a step? Because that's all it needs sometimes.
Yeah,
is a step to actually go in front and say, "Okay, I'm gonna do this." What pushed you to that point?
Yeah, I'm a firm believer in making my action back my talk, right? And I'm aware of what got me to this position. I'm currently a professor at Arizona State University, and I know that I couldn't have gotten there if it wasn't for the networks and the spaces that my teachers created for me. And having come back home to teach workshops, because I have taught workshops at home, and being in the space and realizing that there are certain things lacking. Okay, what am I going to do about it?
Right.
So I needed to just do, and what helped is having a community and a team that believes in your vision. I'm a firm believer in I can't do anything without my village. And so when you have like-minded people in your circle and aligned people in your circle, you get things done, and those who aren't with the cause, they'll fall off, and those who are will be on board with you, and we just gonna keep pushing this train.
I like it. I like the energy. Trust me, I love the energy. But Dance Grenada 2022, I mean, tell us some of the highlights. What can we really expect from Dance Grenada 2022?
Yeah, most definitely. So we start off at the youth center. Most of the events will be taking place at the youth center. But we do an opening ceremony at Wild Orchid, which is Evite only, and it's basically for those who have registered, and our sponsors and those who have supported us in pushing this agenda forward.
Right.
And during the ceremony, we will be acknowledging 5 of our cultural practitioners, some of who are Miss Gloria Payne Banfield. And we know she's done an amazing set of work for the community and the culture as it relates to dance. We have Livingston Nelson, who may not necessarily be a dancer, but has, worked with dancers, and he has his organization. We have Keith Williams, Cecilia Griffith. We have Cheryl Barnaby Bishop. So these are individuals who have been doing the work and continue to do the work as it relates to arts and culture and dance, right? And then I'm also acknowledging 5 scholarship recipients, right? So if we're trying to push the creative sector and we're trying to make people believe that this is a career that's viable, we have to set up incentives and awards for them. And we do have to create the space for them to study. So there will be 5 scholarship recipients who will be able to participate in the full festival from Friday to Monday, right? So people like Nigel Cruikshank, who a lot of us may know because we've seen him on stage at some time. We have Denise Francis, Adia Bailey, Donella Griffith, Terica George. And so these individuals I've come into contact with, and I've seen their tenacity, their dedication, their commitment to developing their artistry. And, you know, as this organization and this project gets bigger, the goal is to open it up to more people, you know?
Right. What do you think an initiative like this could do for the dance community in Grenada?
Don't get me started. We can have a whole conversation. You told me I only have 10. The man told me I only had 10 minutes. No, he wants to come ask me this question. Guys, look, okay? An array of things. That's a whole nother conversation. You know, for me, what has put me in this position was it being in our school system, right? There are some individuals who don't have the access and don't have the exposure. How do we create that space for them, right? How do we show them that dance can be a viable career? And then how does that then, if we groom them and we train them, what does that then do for our creative industry, right? Beyond, you know, dancing on stage behind soca artists. No shade to them. Love you guys. You guys give us an opportunity, you know, to showcase our talents. But I believe it's so much more than that. You know, what has afforded me to be able to be a professor and to share the culture and the knowledge of Grenada, right? It's because I've studied it. It's because I've honored my ancestors. It's because I'm doing the work. And so if we create the space and create the institutions for them to study, then, well, the sky's the limit.
Definitely. I noticed that, well, you mentioned to me in an earlier conversation that you guys will be having a vendors market as well.
Oh, yes.
Let's talk a little bit about that.
Let's talk about that. Sorry, my mind is everywhere. But I have started this new initiative called the Dance Grenada Market Square. So we do have some persons coming in on the island for the festival, which is, I think, is great, right? So, you know, this festival also boosts our tourism sector, right? So we have individuals coming in, and here's an opportunity for us to highlight some of the entrepreneurs, the local entrepreneurs on the island, people who are creating their own jewelry, people who are creating their own shea butter, and so on and so forth. How do we support those people, and how do we put back into the country? It starts there. So while the dance classes are going on and while this panel discussions are going on, simultaneously, we have some vendors that will be present selling a lot of their products. So I am truly excited about this weekend.
Let's talk date, let's talk time, let's talk place.
Let's talk about it. So October 21st, which is tomorrow, to the 24th, we actually end on Grand Beach with a beach bonfire by Grenada's Vendors Market with some live drumming, dancing. So feel free to come on out. We will be at the Grenada Youth Center for those 3 days, and then we take it to Vendors Market for that final closing. And so there, you know,
is there a sign up process?
Yes,
also for
you're
dancers?
so right. Yeah, you're so right. www.dancegrenada.com, right? Visit our website. We have a very active social media presence as well on Instagram at Dance Grenada, DancGrenada, right? So visit our website, visit our Instagram. It is cash on site as well. So if folks want to take one class versus all the classes, we do have that option as well for our local practitioners. So yeah.
Definitely. So what's the website again for them to visit?
Yes, www.dancegrenada.com.
I know a lot of people just wrote that down. Guys, we are calling dancers from the north, the south, the east, the west. It is all about Dance Grenada 2022. Shola, any final comments?
I am just ecstatic to be here. I can't wait to share. I can't wait to see what this will blossom and bloom into, and how it will inspire us as a people. What are we doing? We are moving forward. So
Definitely. Well, thanks again for coming to Power 95 Studios. It was indeed a pleasure having you. I know we didn't have much time, but I think we covered it. So it's all about Dance Grenada 2022, guys. Don't forget to sign up, and you guys just need to be there. Young, old, middle age, we calling everybody.
we calling
right?
everybody, you understand?
Well, yeah, come in. Shola, thank you
Yeah.
so very much. And we'll definitely chat again.
Yeah, definitely. Thank you for having
All
me.
right.
Glenn.
And all the best for Dance Grenada 2022.
Thank you.
All right. I
appreciate
mean,
it.
I can't really, I don't really know my left foot from my right foot.
If
when
you
it
could
comes
do
to
a
dancing, but
if you could do a 2-step, I got you.
all right, say less. I'll be there. Power 95, much more when we come back.
The center of power.